James Melendez, this wine is next. Thank you for joining me on the tasting table. This is Wynns Coonawarra limited release John Riddoch Cabernet Sauvignon 2020 vintage. I'll give my thoughts, impressions, and point score on this stunningly beautiful, venerable Cabernet Sauvignon from Australia. Stay tuned. Now, when I think of Wynns, it brings back so many fond memories of my first period in San Francisco. I was buying Wynns on a regular basis at Shiraz. It's a lovely wine then. It's a very lovely wine today. So the Three Gables of Wynns, built by John Riddoch himself. It was founded in 1891. Now on the label, you'll see obviously what I just read out in the beginning, the intro of this video. And it does show exceptional Wynns vintage. So that means that they do not produce this every single year. Wynns is honoring this pioneer producer, John Riddoch, with this bottling. And so it is an exceptional bottle. The winemaker is Sue Hodder and Sarah Pigeon. I did interview Sue Hodder. I'll place that right up here in the YouTube cards. Now, this is produced since 1982. Not every single year is going to produce a John Riddoch Cabernet Sauvignon. Now on this map, you're going to see Coonawarra. You're also going to see in the pink zones are what is Wynns. Now you'll see in this map here, small map, where this is in relation to Southern Australia. And so this wine, I think, is an exceptional wine, and of course, just as the name suggests, but I think it's a fantastic expression of what's being selected and declared in specific years. So 100% Coonawarra Cabernet Sauvignon fruit, estate fruit from the Child's Vineyard. So John Riddoch had built this site here, which is the Three Gabled Winery. Additional to that, he's really the father of Coonawarra. And so you're gonna look at this train station right here. Here's a picture of that as well. John Riddoch puts Coonawarra on the map both figuratively and literally. So you're gonna see that that is really an important feature. Now the site is located on Terra Rosa. Terra Rosa is obviously red soil. That is the content you're going to find here. And it's also not just about the red soil, it's about just terroir itself. 600,000 years ago from limestone dunes. It's about 20 kilometers, which is about 12.4 mile strip. And it's really one of the most sought after regions in Australia based on soil type and region itself and climate. Now this wine spends 17 months in French oak, which is 23% new, 45% 1 year old, and 32% second year old. So it's also a screw cap wine. So to me, this just represents what I would think of as a red velvet colorization, non-vitreous as I would expect for a Cabernet Sauvignon. So serve this in your best Bordeaux glass because you want to smell and enjoy this wine. So the elongation helps to bring some oxygen to fold in gently and carefully with this wine. What I love about the nose on this, a very focused wine, a very rich fruit characterization, but not over the top. I'm also getting some notes of cassis and black bramble notes. The core is really representing to me forest during autumn time, late autumn, as well as suede, spice, bay leaf, and thyme. ABV on this wine is 13.5%. What I get from this is just on the palate, a luxuriant wine on this velvety tannins, as well as a very nicely rich, focused acidity. And on this wine, I'm getting notes of cassis, black currant, blackberry notes, and a bit of white pepper notation, and elegance of thyme and bay leaf, red floral as well. A beautiful, rich, and lush characterization to this wine, luxuriant wine. And the acidity is going to really help this wine to, I would say, age for quite some time. So the characterization is black currant, as well as blackberry notation, white pepper, elegance of thyme, as well as bay leaf, and a restrained red floral character, and finishing with highly nuanced spice that reunites again with the fruit. And I think that's a really nice, splendid characterization of this wine onto itself. So highly sophisticated, highly polished Cabernet Sauvignon. In fact, it's probably my favorite Cabernet Sauvignon of 2023 at 98 points. So be sure to seek out this wine. It's $99 suggested retail. Now I will say this, and I think sometimes I've had some comments about the price points. And ultimately, this is a very rare wine that is produced on only exceptional years by Wynns. This is a fantastic wine. I think the price point is very reasonable for the quality given, and I think for the ability for this wine to age is exceptional. Now, don't just think of Shiraz from Australia, also think about Cabernet Sauvignon and many other varieties. I think it's a really wonderful region, continent. Put more information on the producer down below. Questions and comments, please let us find me. In the meantime, you can also put questions on the sites that I'm on, that you're probably on as well, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, WordPress, as well as Tumblr and Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Santé.